Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. This is another very dark subject. Couple jailed for killing 9-day-old baby who had the life shaken out of her. These two absolute pieces of shit, C words, scum, the dregs of society, those that ought to be terminated. A mother and father who caused the death of their 9-day-old baby have been jailed for a total of 18 years. Not enough by a long fucking way. Daniel Nolan, 30 years of age, was handed a 10-year sentence, and Sophie Nash, 31, was jailed for 8 years on Friday. No way is that sufficient. They murdered a 9-year-old baby, their own 9-year-old baby. Why wouldn't they just get life in prison, at least 20 years, for taking the life of another? The pair had been found guilty of causing or allowing the death of their 9-day-old baby, Ava Grace. 2 counts of causing or allowing serious injury to her and child cruelty. Police were called by paramedics on 16th of August 2017 after tiny Ava, then just 8 days old, was reported to be unresponsive at an address in Nelson, Lancashire, England. Ava was taken to Royal Blackburn Hospital, where she died shortly after midnight on the 17th of August 2017. A post-mortem examination revealed Ava died of a catastrophic head injury, likely to have been caused by forceful shaking. Further investigation found Ava had also suffered a separate brain injury, as well as a broken femur, which she is believed to have suffered in the days leading up to her death. Preston Crown Court heard that the baby had the life shaken out of her. And these scum will be out in a handful of years' time. Speaking about the sentencing, Detective Chief Inspector Jill Johnston from Lancashire Police said, "I am pleased that Nolan and Nash have both been jailed." Oh, are you, Detective Chief Inspector? You're glad about that? You're glad to see that convicted murderers are jailed? Well, that's great, isn't it? Perhaps they should get a little bit longer, bit of a longer sentence perhaps, particularly as both have continued to blame each other and neither have accepted any responsibility for the acts of violence that led to the baby's Ava's death. Then why the fuck have they just only got 8 years and 10 years? And I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but they're going to be eligible for parole. So what, are they going to get out in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? What the fuck is wrong with the sentencing? Why, who in their right mind thinks that it's okay to jail someone for a mere 8 years for causing the death of a 9-year-old who, by the way, a 9-day-old, apologies, by the way, the investigation found that she had already suffered a separate brain injury and a broken femur. So this wasn't down to one attack, seemingly. She's 9 days old. She was 8 days once she went into hospital, if I understand correctly. 8 days old, and she's already suffered multiple serious injuries at the hands of these two C words. I don't want to actually say the C word because I want this channel to be fairly clean, as it were. But these scum of the earth, absolute fucking scum of the earth. And the sentencing in England is such that they're going to get 8 years and 10 years, respectively. The lighter sentence to the woman. Why? Oh, because she's got a vagina. so give her the lighter sentence. Yeah, that makes sense. And regardless of that, I presume, and I could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but I presume that they're going to get parole or have eligibility for parole. So their sentences could be shorter. I mean, this is absolutely fucked. Boris Johnson has been talking about automatic, mandatory life sentences for child murderers. It needs to be brought in, or something that is going to override this ridiculously soft, ridiculously low, offensive sentencing. This Detective Chief Inspector Jill Johnston has the gall to say that she's pleased. She's pleased. You're fucking pleased with the sentencing, you dumbass. You need to get out of the being a Detective Chief Inspector, Jill. Go and work for a florist or something. Go and work as a barista or whatever. You are not cut out for having anything to do with sentencing. I'm not sure if a Detective Chief Inspector does have anything to do with sentencing, but your view on this sentencing seemingly is fucked. You ought to be as aboard as any other sane person about the light sentencing for child murderers.